Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Ringing Rock Park, a pretty mysterious place where rocks can make a sound. And today I'll try to, to demonstrate you this, because for this trip you actually need a hammer. For real, no jokes. So let's check it out. Pretty interesting place. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's the boulder field, and these particular rocks, they actually can ring. Yeah, for real, no joke. They can create a sound if you struck these rocks with a hammer. And guess what? I brought a hammer. For real, first time ever I brought a hammer for a hiking trip. Hey, gotta try it. I certainly can hear that metal sound which this rock can produce, but I want to try another rock. This metal sound is simply fascinating, and to be honest, these rocks, well, somehow you feel like they hollow inside, but they just rocks. It's very interesting, very weird place. To be honest, guys, very interesting, very fascinating place, because, well, first of all, this phenomenon is still a big question, A few scientists actually took samples of these stones back in 1960s, 1970s, because they was trying to explain why these particular stones actually have an ability to create the sounds. And well, they explained the way how they create in the sounds, but they never explained why. Very interesting, very, very interesting, guys. And another interesting question, as you can see, it's like you're in the middle of forest here. And look at this boulder field. It's like a whole bunch of these boulders. Almost like they were brought in here.
Actually, in 1965, American geologist Richard Foss took a few rocks from this field and decided to test them. He found that these rocks, when they struck, they actually create a series of tones at frequencies lower than the human ear can hear. An audible sound is only produced because these tones interact with each other. Although Foss experiments actually explained the nature of the tones, they didn't identify the specific physical mechanism in the rock which made these sounds. So it's still a question.
Pretty unique place with unique rocks, because not that many places on Earth got ringing rocks actually. I believe it's only a few spots here in Pennsylvania, but this is the most accessible one. Then there is another spot in the United Kingdom, and there is another spot somewhere in Australia, and I believe that's it. Well, at least, you know, those known spots for these ringing rocks. But yeah, the question is still out there. Like, what's, you know, they actually explained how they creating that sound, but they don't know why. You know, stones usually don't create, you know, sound, especially metallic sound, unless stones got metal in it. But there is no metal in it. There is absolutely no metal in it. It's just a regular stone, you know, but yet it makes sounds like there is something metal in it. I don't know, you tell me, maybe you know more on this topic. But a few scientists tried to answer these questions, and until today there is no like 100% proven theory. So they got a few theories, but listen, I can have 10 my very own theories and it's not gonna mean anything, you know. So yeah, very interesting, very interesting spot and unique. I'll try to put all information regarding different spots in the world. So if, let's say, you live in the United Kingdom, maybe you're actually not that far away from your ringing rock locations, and if you live in Australia, I'm going to put that information as well. And for people who live in tri-state area, well, this particular place, it took me 1 hour 10 minutes to get here from Manhattan, so you know, it's not that far. But the place is truly unique, and yeah, there is no answer who or what or whatever brought these rocks here, because as you can see, it's only, well, it's actually a pretty small patch of these rocks. Here you see the rocks, and after them there is just a forest with trees and leaves and everything else. Like, rocks is right here and nothing, no trees is growing here, you know. This is the boulder field, that's what they call. You see, that's it. This spot filled with these big rocks or boulders, and they ring. You know, they ring. If you struck them with a hammer or something, they ring. But it's only this small patch of rocks. Again, nobody knows for 100% what brought them here, how they got here. My idea, it has something to do with the Wisconsin ice sheet when it was melting back in 12,000 years ago, because Wisconsin ice sheet actually wasn't that far away from here. I believe the southern rim of Wisconsin ice sheet was somewhere around modern Manhattan, so you can actually tell that there was some you know, glacier, because Manhattan got so many rock formations, especially, you know, Central Park and Uptown. You can see a lot of rock formations. Palisades in New Jersey got rock formations, but if you go south, if you go to, like, let's say Staten Island, or you go to Bayonne, they don't have rock formations. So that's how you know that glacier was most likely in that area. Actually gonna try to find a map of that glacier with the, you know, modern boundaries. We'll try to show you like how it was, well, approximately how it was, you know, 12,000 years ago. But something tells me that most likely that glacier, when it was melting and moving, probably it brought these rocks here. But again, why only this spot, you know? It's like totally weird. And another thing, some people would suggest that, well, maybe it was a huge water stream in here. Well, yeah, could be, but again, this rock's actually located on top of the hill. Like, water doesn't go up on the hill usually, you know, like. But again, you know, we don't know really what happened back then, 12,000 years ago, with that glacier. So anything could happen, you know, anything could happen back then. We don't know, but it's pretty interesting, very interesting spot, guys. And yeah, all useful information I'm gonna put below. So if you live in tri-state area, stop by, check it out. Unique place, guys, unique place. And very easy hiking here, very easy hiking. People come with very little kids here, so it's very easy. So yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks so much for your time. Have a wonderful day, be well, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.